Good day and welcome to the kitchen. Foster's Shandy. Who knew that Foster's did shandy? So I could never get shandy on my food shop, and I haven't even tried for ages, to be honest, but Foster's do a shandy, and I've just tasted it and it's very, very nice, very refreshing. Don't like beer, but I don't mind a shandy. So yeah. So today's video is something that you never knew you needed until you need it. Dog poo bags. A nice little carrier for your dog poo bags. How lovely is that? So I've seen them before in a craft shop near where I live, and they've never had black Labrador, other dogs but not black Labrador. And I went to a little country fete on yesterday, and lo and behold, I found one. She's got an Etsy shop. The website is called Oh So Pretty, a play on words, SEW. I'll do a little photograph of this so you can see it in all its beauty. But to be honest, I've already got a bag that I walk my dog in, and the poo bags are kept in there, but there's a handy little thing, so I might actually not take this out on my dog walks, but just put this on my everyday bag, just in case I take Wilson out with my everyday bag. You never know, a little trip to the vets or somewhere, you know. So anyway, so really I bought something for the sake of it, but nice little gift. It was £8.50. I don't understand really, but on her Etsy shop they're only £7.50. I'll put the name of the description. You don't get the poo bags with it, but I thought it was lovely. So yeah, so that's it really. So I haven't done a video for a while, haven't really had much to talk about. Where the channel's been going for a year, it just feels like same old, you know, what I was talking about this time last year, potentially talking about this year. We've had lovely weather in the UK for quite a while. I spoke to my sister-in-law in Australia, and they've had nothing but rain, and in fact the house has been flooded. So yeah, it's you know, it's and apparently they've got 3 days rain free, and then the rain's all coming back again on Wednesday. So yeah, so you know, it's very odd that we're getting lovely weather and, you know, they're getting the rains. It's their autumn apparently, this you know, at this time of year. But and yeah, and that inspired me. I thought, I'm going to have a Foster's shandy, speaking to my sister-in-law in Australia. So they emigrated there in '93, and you know, where's the time gone? We were just saying about our grandchildren. My second oldest grandchild is coming up for 7. So anyone got any ideas about what to get her? My son said that she likes fairies and unicorns. So, you know, if you've got any ideas, I'll appreciate them. I'm going shopping this week. My nephew is getting married next month, so I need to get a dress. So yeah, so I've got a lovely weekend planned in Greenwich for the wedding, so that would be lovely. And but I just need a dress. And my sister, who is mother of the groom, she got her dress yesterday, so she's really lucky. I know that I had a nightmare when I was mother of the groom, and couldn't find a dress anywhere, but she's second choice. She's had one dress, didn't like it, and she found the perfect dress yesterday, so she's happy. And I think I had about 4 until I was reasonably happy, but I never did like the dress that I had for Daniel's wedding. So I'm just not lucky that year. I'm hoping that I'm going to see a dress I like for my nephew's wedding this week. But anyway, so I'm going shopping. So nice shopping for dresses and stuff for my little granddaughter's birthday. So would appreciate any ideas, because yeah. Oh, that was the dog snoring. I've just brought my washing in. My neighbours, typical, are having a barbecue, and I always bring my washing in earlier, but yeah, I didn't know, I forgot about it, and I brought my washing in and they were having a barbecue. So lovely. So my bed linen's going to smell lovely, isn't it? But my other neighbours, they played a blinder the other night. I couldn't believe it. 10 o'clock at night, and someone's like rung our bell, and I'm looking through the blinds because I'm thinking, who's calling? And my husband had gone to bed early because he had to be up early for work, or not for work, to going to Wolverhampton for the weekend playing table tennis. And so he was already in bed, and I thought, who's that at the door? And in fact, it was a bit later than 10 o'clock. Who's that at the door? So I'm looking through our blinds and I can't see anyone and that, and I'm thinking, oh, is it Knockdown Ginger? I forgot all about having a Ring doorbell when I could have just checked. And anyway, eventually I went to the front door, and it was my neighbours, and they were like, you've left your car lights on. So I was like, oh, sorry about that. But the next day I was just so embarrassed, because I felt like I've been sitting on the settee for about 5 minutes peering through the blinds trying to work out who it was. I could make out a woman, and she was dressed really smartly and I just didn't recognise her. And she's the neighbour that lives across the road, and you know, I see her a lot. I've only ever had 3 full conversations with her, but I see her a lot. And she's always like in tracksuit bottoms, and her husband works from home, so I've never seen them dressed up, and just didn't twig. And anyway, then the next day I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to go across and apologise and that. And then I thought, oh, I look at my Ring doorbell, and it wasn't that bad. They were standing at the door for about a minute before I answered the door, and I can hear her on the Ring doorbell. He's saying, there's a problem with your car. He's pointing to me, but I couldn't see him through the blinds. And he's saying, there's a problem with your car. And I'm just peering through the blinds like a terrified old woman. And then anyway, I'll hear her go, it's Sharon from across the road. So yeah, thank you, Ring doorbell, because you put my mind at rest, because I wasn't, as I thought, on the couch for about 5 minutes cowering. It was only probably a matter of a minute, and yeah, I was going to go across and apologise, but I won't, because I was just like, oh, thank you, you know, and that when I did answer the door. But yeah, it was all chaotic because Wilson was barking. I couldn't believe that my husband, he wakes up at anything, you know, like he's always to me, turn the telly down if he goes to bed before me. And you know, he never even heard the Ring doorbell. So anyway, so I spent a whole day yesterday like feeling anxious and feeling like I should go across and apologise to the neighbours. And then I thought, oh, let's watch it on the Ring doorbell. And it wasn't that bad. But anyway, I suppose the time seemed like a lot longer to me, but yeah. Anyway, and what can you say to someone? I didn't recognise you because you were all dressed up, and you normally, you know, look like you're going out for a jog. Well, she doesn't jog. She told me that one of the 3 conversations I had with her. She's got a frozen shoulder, so she hasn't been able to work for 2 years, and her husband works from home, and so he's never dressed up. And yeah, so that's it. They were all dressed up. They must have been out to the pub or something, but or for a meal, who knows. I didn't go across and ask. But yeah, I really didn't recognise them. People look different when they're dressed up, I suppose. And what was the other thing about them? They've got a rabbit, yeah. So you wouldn't know that, would you? I mean, you don't take your rabbit out for a walk. But yeah, apparently when he's working from home, the rabbit sits under his desk. So how lovely. But yeah, so that was it. So I don't have to go and apologise to Sharon and Paul, I think his name is. Yeah. So anyway, it was a rather disappointing church fete. I only bought that. They did have plants, but not the sort of plants that I wanted. But then we've got a plant man, and the plant man, I bought some nice plants from him. I'd already been to a garden centre the week before, and we put a lot of plants in the garden, but I just had a pot that I needed to buy plants for, so I bought some plants from our plant man, and he's put a big notice up there saying it's his last time because they've started making our car park, and that's where he's based. They've started making it where you've got to pay to go in the car park. So yeah, so that's going to kill our village off, because I've said before, we've got 10 charity shops, and a lot of them drive to work. If they're going to have to use their petrol, and they're volunteers, and then they've got to pay car parking, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? So yeah. So anyway, I think that's it from me. I think I've waffled enough. I've had a moan about my neighbours having a barbecue. I mean, you don't knock on someone's door and say, oh, I see you got your washing out, I'm having a barbecue. I should have realised, really, brought it in early. But yeah, so yeah, I do like the nice weather, but oh, the thought of barbecues, I like going to them, I just don't like having them. I find them too stressful. Of course, my husband loves a barbecue because all he's got to do is do the meat. But he's on his way home now from Wolverhampton, and I thought I'd got away with not doing him a dinner. I've got, I defrosted a pucker pie for myself, but he's last minute decided that he wants a dinner. So I've got 2 Greggs steak bakes out for him, because you don't have to defrost them. So yeah, so he's got Greggs steak bakes, and that's it. I think that's it from me. I just want to keep the channel going, really. I haven't done a video for 2 weeks, and I just thought I'd show you in case you're like, you know, Secret Santa or something. You know, that's not a bad little gift. £8.50, Black Labrador, other dogs available, and it's all, the website is called Also Pretty, which I will put in the description. So she's got other things as well. I'm going to go through there and see what other Labrador things she's got. There's a craft shop in our village, and a lot of people sell their stuff there, and they don't have to pay rent. What they do is instead of paying rent, they run the shop themselves. So I suppose one person rents it out originally, I don't know. But anyway, so, and there's all different things from different crafters, and I've seen these bags in there before, and I'm always thinking, oh, why haven't they got a Black Labrador? Well, anyway, I've got it, so that's good. Their wish was my command. So yeah, but everything else, very disappointing. And my son did laugh at me because he'd asked me to go for a cooked breakfast, because I was supposed to be having my granddaughter overnight on Friday night. I have her all day Friday, but I was supposed to have her on Friday night. And I said to him, what time are you picking her up? Because I've got something to do on the Saturday morning. And he said, what have you got to do? I said, well, I'm going to a church fete. And he went, and he laughed. And he said, I was going to take you for a lovely breakfast. And I said, no, I want to go to a church fete. And I actually missed out on a lovely breakfast for this church fete. So I'm glad that well, not that I would have gone for a lovely, God, I do waffle, don't I? No wonder this channel is going down the pan. But anyway, been on my own all weekend, haven't I? I have had an hour conversation with my sister-in-law in Australia. But yeah, I've been on my own all weekend. That's why I'm waffling. Got Foster Shandy, everyone's happy. So anyway, I'll see you all soon. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll be back soon. Bye.